Waqf board, they would have given the Congress or the UPA would have given the parliament to them. How do you respond to these statements coming out of the parliament today, and what does this really tell us necessarily about the Waqf board that is obviously in need of reform?
Thank you so much, Vineet, for having me on the show. Good evening to you, to my fellow panelists and to all the viewers. Happy Navratri, because Navratri festival is on. Since you quoted the Honorable Minister for Minority Affairs, it is extremely unfortunate that the Honorable Minister speaks as if he's speaking in a WhatsApp university, then in the Parliament of India. Extremely unfortunate. These debates you expect from BJP spokesperson on TV shows, you don't expect it from a minister in Parliament. Parliament will be taken over by the Waqf board. How can it be taken over? Taj Mahal will be taken over. Supreme Court will be taken over. What is taken over? Vineet, you are pregnant or not pregnant? You can't be half pregnant. You agree with me?
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Oh, I wasn't hearing you.
I can hear you, Tehseen.
Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Tehseen.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're live.
Yeah,
You're
one
live.
is pregnant
keep,
or not
keep
pregnant.
speaking until I tell
thank
you.
Thank you. There's a delay. Yeah. Thank you. One is pregnant or not pregnant. You can't be half pregnant. Similarly, there is either Parliament is taken over or not taken over. It can't half be taken over. If there was an attempt by somebody to take it over, but they couldn't take it over, that means the law is not powerful enough to take it over. If they couldn't take it over, why did you need reforms? If they could take it over, how come it's not taken over? No, just WhatsApp. What comes in WhatsApp, you'll speak now in Parliament. It's unfortunate. There are amendments that the Waqf bill requires, and the 2024 amendments, some are very good clauses. A separate Waqf for Aga Khanis, for Bohris, very good. You require some sort of jurisdiction, involvement of women, right. But what are the fundamental issues that we need to also discuss? Is this a violation of Article 26, not Article 25? None of the ministers have spoken about Article 26. Is this a violation of Article 26, which is specifically to do with religious minorities and their trusts? Nothing to do with religious body. You're not talking about that. Does this infringe upon the 7th schedule? Nobody's talking about this. Does this infringe upon Article 300, which is the right to property? Again, they're not talking about this. What is the argument being made? Women have to be empowered. I agree, women should be empowered. It's shameful women are not on the Waqf committees. All Waqf boards are appointed by the state governments. How many state governments BJP is in power in? Why did they not appoint women on the Waqf boards in those states? Is there any rule that stops women from being appointed? These are rhetoric that the BJP indulges in. There is no answer that they're getting or want to give.
But Tehseen, there's obviously a big question mark over how the Waqf has come upon properties that necessarily did not belong to them. And many a times the people who say that these properties were usurped by the Waqf board had no provision in law to claim them back, and that was all done under the garb of minority appeasement.
Again, an absolute lie. Absolute lie. Couldn't be far from lies. Example number one. The Honorable Minister said they would have taken over Parliament. No, nobody was able to take over Parliament or any court or Taj Mahal. In fact, the Taj Mahal case went to the Honorable High Court. They got a kick. Now, number two. Let's assume what the Honorable Minister or the BJP is saying, that properties have been taken over. The Honorable Home Minister today clarified in Parliament that this bill is not retrospective. So if somebody's properties have been taken over illegally by Waqf, you anyways can't do anything about it because it's not retrospective. So what is the point of complaining? Then the Honorable Minister himself says, forget, that's Honorable Amit Shah ji, that forget this, Waqf properties have been encroached upon. If they've been encroached upon, what has the government done to remove them? Because the Act does not allow for encroachment, even in the current form without the amendment. Nothing you've done. Most are state governments of the BJP, nothing they've done. Look at the arguments that are being made, except for rhetoric. I am asking specific questions regarding Article 26, Article 300, 7th Schedule of the Constitution. Answer is, oh, you could have taken over Parliament. Is that an answer? Oh, you had taken over something in the past. Okay, they've taken over. What are you doing to remove it? Does this bill address that concern? It doesn't address that concern. So actually there is no answers to the questions being raised.
Okay,
the question is something else.